Get ready, guys, because I just hit the jackpot. Hallelujah! 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 Hallelujah!
Hello everyone, this is HunterTube back again, and I really need to stop making this promise at the end of the last two videos because this darn special video keeps getting pushed back. And you wanna know why? Because my Walmart just struck gold! So, after about nearly a year of waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting, my Walmart finally got a new shipment of small diecast engines in. Well, they also got a shipment of large diecast engines in, but that doesn't matter because I'm gonna get the multi-pack to complete the rest of the diecast. But, I struck gold! I didn't strike storybook gold, but today we will be looking at this guy right here. I will not be looking at the other three because I've already looked at Duck twice now. I don't really need to look at Winston because this is my second Winston and I need it for a custom. I finally got my hands on the truck, but I'm not gonna be reviewing him. Oh yeah, and then these are also for customs too. This one is gonna be to make the proper black wheel duck. And you will find out what this Winston is for soon. But today we're gonna be looking at the classic Thomas. Okay, so just like the Nate package video, it is now the next day when I'm filming this part, but let's start by taking a look at this guy's box, shall we? So, on the front here, we have the Fisher Price logo, Thomas & Friends logo, it says Thomas, got the 80th anniversary logo, we got them assortment numbers up there for the cases, and then we got the CGI promo there. We got Metal Collection down the side. No Mattel logo. And the back is absolutely nothing as usual. But the production date up here is U30A, which means, if you're watching this, Leo, the U tells you what year it was made. U means 2025. 30 means the week, so it was the 30th week of 2025 that this Thomas was made. And the other four characters that I bought, which were Duck, the Truck, and the other three, not four, which were Duck, Truck, and Winston, they also had U30A as their production date. And it's also right there underneath. But anyway, enough about the box, let's get them open! Alright. Time to get you out of your box, Thomas. Seems this one was a lot easier to open than the other three, which is shocking. Alright, time to toss this out of the way. And here he is. Here's the boy in all of his glory. So yeah, let's start off by looking at that front there. So he's got like a nice cheeky looking face where his eyes are looking up towards the sky. His eyebrows are sort of, one's a bit lower than the other, and he's got that nice teeth print. I still say the Ruby Thomas has the best face print because it's like a nice neutral sort of expression. I will come back to this Ruby Thomas in a second. He's got the nice buffer prints, and then he's got that nice bright running board, and it also has a bit of a matte feel to it with the plastic. I'm pretty sure this one had the matte feel as well, but it's less. It's not as easy to feel the matte finish because of the glossy coat of the metallic paint, but this one you can really feel that matte finish on the running board. Coming around to the side here, he's got all them nice details. He's got the rivets and the handrails from season 23 onwards. He's got them big chunky side rods that stick out like a sore thumb, or them Gatling guns from Cars 2. Yeah, like the worst angles of the side rods are like the front and the top, because they really stick out. They stick out the most from the top. Like on the front, they just look like little prongs on the side that stick out like a missile gun or something, and then you look at it from the top and it just looks like, what is that? Yeah, the other side is pretty much the same with all the rivets and the handrails. And on the top, we have all that nice line work. We got them whistles, which are in like a muted sort of gold. There's that nice roof print. He's got them plastic coal. And on the back, he doesn't have painted buffers. And he's got that weird inward slant. Like, I don't know why they do this. Like, this is basically just a repeat of like what I explained in the Ruby Thomas video, but a lot more condensed. Because I looked at this guy first instead of this guy. So, I don't know if I'm going to do the comparisons. I'll probably do quick comparisons just for the sake of this video. If you want to hear my full thoughts on this Thomas, you can check out the Ruby Thomas video. But now for funsies, we're going to compare the normal Thomas to the Ruby Thomas. So, obviously between these two, other than the special metallic running board and side rods and whistles that the Ruby Thomas has on the different face, there's actually a slightly different print to the roof here. As you can see on the normal Thomas, there's like a little ring of blue around the cab roof. But on the Ruby Thomas, you can see that they fully painted the roof completely, not leaving any extra blue rim around it. I think the Ruby Thomas did the cab roof better than the normal Thomas. But then coming around to the sides, of course the Ruby Thomas doesn't have all the rivets and handrails like this one does. And then obviously the faces are different. Here's the underneath. They both got that nice grayish, blackish gray chassis to them. Come around to the back. It's pretty much the same. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can say for the comparison. Also, one more thing I'd like to point out, and I brought this guy into the shot just for that. Something that I basically is debunked in the Ruby Thomas video that I did earlier. These are actually not the same face molds. This one has a bit of a different sort of rim to it on the inside and hook than this one. So yeah, even though these face molds do look the same, they are not the same. And also this one has a glossy finish to the plastic, while this one has a matte finish to the plastic. I don't know why Mattel started doing like the matte finishes to the faces. They started it with Winston, and then they just kept it going after Winston. And just kept all the new face molds onwards to be like a matte finish, and I don't know why. But that was the normal Thomas, and just
just for sillies and extra comparison, here's the Take Along Thomas, and here is the UK Magazine Thomas, which is basically just a cheap version of the Take Along Thomas, but with slight differences. I think it's more based on the Take and Play Thomas because it's got the dome forward, but here they are from the front. Here they are from the side. Get that nice side shot. Here they are from the back. And then here is the top. As you can see, the new one is a lot longer. And yeah, that was the quick comparison. As for other little things that I basically already pointed out in like the Ruby Thomas review, there's the fact that the front wheel doesn't really line up with the wheel arch perfectly. I mean, it is better than what they do for the motorized. We have the giant space of gap there compared to back here where it's like nice and flush. The line work on the push-alongs is for some reason so much better than the motorized, because if you look here, there's, I don't know if it's gonna focus that well up close, but if you look here, there's a nice straight line across the bottom on this side, and there's a nice straight line across the bottom on this side as well, although it got pushed forward a little bit to the edge on this side. And it's riding right up close to that edge there on the front right there. But one thing I forgot to mention was that the buffers on the Ruby Thomas are more black, while these ones are more gray. Why they did this, I don't know. But it puts an interesting spin to it. I feel like the gray buffers work better for like the storybook Thomas. And then the black should have been put on this Thomas. But it's what it is, and now we're going to go on to the final thoughts. But yeah, that was the short look at the classic Thomas push-along. I probably would have had more to say on this one if I didn't get Mr. Ruby guy first. But one thing I know I will have a fair bit to say on is when I get the Sodor Adventure Pack Thomas next month in December. Because that Thomas has a few things going on with it, and it has things that I really wish were applied onto this Thomas here. But anyway, what do you say we give him a quick little run around the track? And that was the quick little running session of the 80th anniversary push-along or metal collection Thomas. Now, before I say the end to this guy will be used in my series for like close-up shots, like let's say the wheels there, like if he's braking sharply, you'll definitely get like a close-up shot of like these side rods because they're like static and it looks like it's just braking hard. He might even make like his wheels might even make like a cameo in the movie, but possibly. But anyway, now that that's over, this is HunterTube saying thanks for watching. Bye for now, and I really hope I don't jinx it this time, but I promise for real, no more jinxing. Hopefully there will be no more surprises. There honestly probably won't be any more surprise reviews out of nowhere, considering I won't be getting the multi-pack till like December. But the next video will be the special surprise. Maybe it might even make a debut in a upcoming Muon-tune primetime later this month. But we'll see. But anyway, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Cue end screen.
Oh, by the way, can everyone please go ratio this absolute bozo who thinks it's alright to not only steal my video without my permission, but also make fun of me for going absolutely balls off the walls about new Thomas toys at my local Walmart.
Besides, I already have a good theory on who this absolute bozo is, especially after seeing the latest video they posted.